Reality star Lydia Bright may be stuck in our minds with her bleached blonde hair and vibrant red lipstick, but her life is a lot less high-profile now than it was when she starred in The Only Way is Essex. The 32-year-old is mum to daughter Loretta, 3, who she shares with ex-boyfriend Lee Cronin. She's currently renovating her 18th-century Georgian home and tells us that these days there's nothing she loves more than spending time with family, and those wild nights out at the Sugar Hut feel like a lifetime ago. Reminiscing about her time on the hit ITV show, Lydia reveals there is one person she keeps in touch with, her one-time boyfriend and close pal James Argent. Arg, 35. Took part in this year's Celebrity SAS, Who Dares wins and has impressed fans with his dramatic transformation. He's also dropped 13st and quit a troubling drug habit, and Lydia tells us how proud she is of her friend for turning his life around. Here, Lydia opens up on all things motherhood, growing up as part of a foster family, and future plans for adopting. Hi, Lydia. How are you and Loretta doing? Loretta is at preschool just now and, I won't lie, it's nice to have a bit of adult conversation, laughs. But in all honesty, she's my best friend. My life completely changed when I had her. So life is very different for you these days? Laughs, in every way, but in the best possible sense. Your world changes completely and it's the most incredible thing. I've always been a maternal person and dreamed of starting my own family, especially having a daughter, and it's better than I ever imagined it would be. Loretta is just hilarious. Talking of life transformations, your good friend Arg was incredible on Celebrity SAS, Who Dares wins. I know, he worked so hard before going on. I saw him shortly after he came back and he was so battered. He was really bruised and physically exhausted. But he did it and it's a very hard thing to sign yourself up for. You must be proud of him. Definitely, he's 100% turned his life around. What an inspiration, and he works so hard too with his singing career. Anytime I speak to him, I'll ask, where in the world are you now? He's probably been home for around 2 weeks in the last 7 months. He's really dedicated and makes us all proud. Would you like any more children? I definitely haven't ruled out having more kids. I want Loretta to have siblings, whether they're biological or adopted. In an ideal world, I would like to meet someone, fall in love, get married and have more children. That would be the dream. But if I don't, then it wouldn't stop me having more kids via adoption. Your parents are foster carers. Is that something you would ever consider doing too? It is, especially after watching my mom and dad do it. I want Loretta to grow up with a similar household to what I had. Even if I had more biological kids too, I would still consider doing it. Do you think becoming a mother has been the making of you? Absolutely. Loretta just makes me feel whole. When you're young, in your 20s, it's about finding yourself, and that's what I did when I had Loretta. Is there anything you took for granted before becoming a parent? Oh my gosh, if I could slap my younger self whenever I said I was busy, I'd say, you have absolutely no idea about how busy life can be. But in the same way, no matter how chaotic it is or how much sleep deprivation I have, it's all worth it. Loretta has had some health scares recently, hasn't she? She was born just 2 weeks before we went into lockdown and, like other kids, they weren't able to build up much immunity to things. She came down with a virus when she was 2 and that really impacted her chest and breathing. It became a viral infection that meant she had to stay in hospital, and it's created a weak spot since. She was on an inhaler plan for a year, but thankfully that's complete now. She is such an energetic child. How has it been raising her as a single mom? It's hard at times, but I'm really lucky that my mom and dad help me out a lot. I couldn't do it without them, and I'm so grateful. Going back to your childhood, did you ever wish your home life was quieter, like Loretta's? Yes. Growing up, there were times I wished I was an only child. Things were very chaotic, but I'm also so grateful for that experience now. It's helped shape who I am today. It was a busy but magical upbringing, and it taught me so many life lessons. I think a lot of my drive comes from being a part of a big family, because we all had to pitch in, cleaning our bedrooms and doing chores. It taught me how to be independent. Are they values you hope to pass on to Loretta? Of course. My mom still fosters now, and we only live 5 minutes away from them, so Loretta spends a lot of time around other kids. She's aware how lucky she is that she's got a very loving family. They say the kitchen is the heart of the home. Is that the case for you? Absolutely. Mealtimes were a massive part of my childhood. As a foster family, it was the time we all got to know one another, as there were always new people coming in. We weren't allowed phones or the TV on either. My mom was very strict about that. Honestly, if that kitchen table could talk, the stories it would tell. It was like therapy. You're currently working on a campaign with Crock-Pot. Are you a great home cook? It all started when I moved into my new home 7 months ago, and it was being renovated. I was relying on my Crock-Pot for meals since the kitchen was absolute chaos. I didn't even have an oven at one point. I posted some of the meals I was making, and they reached out to me. The campaign is about using good food to bring people together. Talking of which, do you think love could be on the cards anytime soon? I'd absolutely love to meet someone, though I know I'd actually need to go out to do that. My focus is on me for the minute, but maybe I need to tell myself, put on some sequins and get out. Perhaps you meet someone when you're a bridesmaid at Georgia Kusalu and Tommy Mallett's wedding? Maybe. No, actually, I know most of Tommy's friends. Laughs. I'm so excited for their big day. Join the Lydia and the Crock-Pot Kind Communities Challenge for a chance to win £1,000 to spend on groceries and a brand new Crock-Pot Sizzle and Stew Slow Cooker or a Turbo Express Multi-Cooker. Find out more by following Crock-Pot on Facebook or at Crock-Pot on Instagram and TikTok. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.
I just need